Hello, fashion friends. Today's Quince Haul is going to be all about Ralph Lauren style, which is a very big trend right now. And this style is really all about American luxury based on aspirational heritage, which is really just your preppy equestrian and Western themes. So, we're going to look at a lot of pieces from Quince that are very classic, high quality materials, and we're going to concentrate on layering because that's a very big part of Ralph Lauren style. And I would love to know which outfit is your favorite. So thanks so much for watching, and remember to love your neighbor and be kind. Since I'm going to have a lot of layers in these outfits, I thought I would go over some of the pieces first, which is a little different than I normally do, and then reveal the outfit at the end of each section so you can see how I styled it Ralph Lauren style. So I just thought that would be fun and a little bit different. So this is the first item, which is the Mongolian cashmere ribbed turtleneck dress, and this is a brand new drop on their website. It has a nice loose turtleneck that's really comfy, and the ribbing on this is thicker, so it's way more relaxed than a lot of the cashmere dresses I've put on. And I love this bell sleeve. So this fit is just perfect. I'm wearing my true size, and I got the burgundy color, but there's two other colors. And y'all, brand new items like this sell out so fast on their website. So grab this while you can. It's so good. And I just put on burgundy tights, which are from Target. And these are great if you love burgundy items. Put them with skirts and dresses. And burgundy tights are hard to find. So I think these are like $10. And now I will show you some of the other pieces that go with this Ralph Lauren look. So now for all the fun layers to complete my Ralph Lauren look. So this is the Quince faux fur jacket, and y'all, this is one of my favorites. It comes in 3 colors this year. I got it last year, and I was so glad to see they still had it. And it does have the hood, which is so nice. It makes it a little bit sporty and more casual, so you can wear this every day. I do. This is my go-to coat, and I have loved it. It's so luxurious looking and feeling. And I have it on with, I added this scarf. So this is the Anthropologie hair scarves. I've put them in lots of other videos. They're so affordable. They're satin, but they still look very high end and very pretty. And this is a big trend right now. And it is part of the Ralph Lauren aesthetic to have a good looking scarf on. And actually wearing it kind of as a necklace like this is a great thing to do. It's just easy. And then I added a chocolate brown belt around my waist to add some structure, because you'll see a lot of structured pieces or items with the Ralph Lauren style. And leather belts are a big thing with them. This is faux leather, but Quince has some great leather belts that have just come back in stock. I'm actually going to get some because I don't have any. They're very affordable, so I will link some for you. And then I still have the tights on, and I actually added a boot that is a very beautiful chocolate brown. This is my Sam Edelman Mila riding boot, and this is part of the equestrian Western theme of the Ralph Lauren looks. And y'all, these I did not think would look so good with burgundy, but they do, because they have kind of a red tint to them. So they were a perfect match for this outfit. And I think this is probably my favorite look in the video. So I promise I will have a very cute preppy look at the end of this little layering section. So the first item is this great pearl drop earring from Quince that I thought was very classic. And then I put on this white button-up shirt, which is organic cotton and such good quality. And it's just nice and crisp and very easy to layer, because we're going to layer it, but you could absolutely wear it by itself if you wanted to. And I might recommend sizing up for a cuter oversized look if you're going to do that. And then I have on the Bella Stretch straight leg jeans, which have a nice high rise and a perfect straight leg, which you have 3 options, I think, in the length of this. And I just got the length that hits right at my ankle, which I think is a 28-inch inseam in this one. And this is a perfect, just solid blue wash that is so good. And you can wear it with loads of different things, and you can wear it year round. And then I have on some white socks, which I wasn't sure was something I would do, but it's definitely a very big part of the Ralph Lauren aesthetic. And I think this is a great way to wear loafers in the wintertime, because your feet are going to get cold. And this is the driver loafer, which I was very surprised at how much I love this. And it is from Quince. And it's a very beautiful suede, real suede, and it has such great cushion. I'm loving these. And they did send me a size bigger than I was supposed to get, so I've got to swap them out for my size. Otherwise, these are pretty amazing and very, very comfortable. So now I have a couple of more layers that I'm going to add to finish off the outfit. So the first layer is this Australian merino wool cable knit vest. And y'all, this is so nice. And I love their Australian merino wool. It's such nice quality and it's very, very soft. And this vest is a perfect preppy layering piece. I absolutely love it in this coffee bean color too, but it does come in a couple of other colors and it just got restocked. So grab this one. And I just tucked in the white button up shirt and I have one more layer that I'm going to add. So this look could not be complete without adding a wool blazer if you want to actually create an authentic Ralph Lauren style. And so this is the Quince wool blazer in this beautiful textured brown. It looks a little bit like a tweed, and y'all, it is so soft and a very, very good quality blazer. And it's nice and lightweight and lined on the inside as well. So I thought this was perfect. It's also supposed to be an oversized fit, and I was very glad that it's just a little bit relaxed and it looks very classic and very cool, and I am very surprised at how much I love this look. And I also added a chain necklace because that is very classic. This is an older necklace of mine from Kendra Scott. I'll link a similar one if you want a great chain necklace, but I thought this was such a fun look that I would have never thought to put together if I had not studied how to layer the Ralph Lauren looks. And I also would add this beautiful saddle bag, which is by Quince. It's all real suede, and y'all, this is a nice little crossbody bag, and I wanted to bring the blue back in and just create more of a coordinated look. And so this has a nice little flap here and then a beautiful interior. This is such a great little bag, and it's very equestrian and Western and fun. And it also has a nice pocket back here for your phone and a beautiful leather strap that's also in the navy. And I would just put it on as a crossbody bag and complete my very preppy look. Now for a sporty equestrian chic outfit. And the first item is this wonderful Mongolian cashmere turtleneck sweater in the fisherman ribbing, which gives it texture and warmth. And it's just a nice, relaxed fit. So it's something you could wear very casually like this, or you could even dress it up because it's just so pretty. And I paired it with the coolest sporty pants, which are a jogger pant in cashmere. And these have a nice high rise with a tie and then perfect pockets and a wonderful loose jogger leg. And I just think these are the most luxurious sporty items I have ever had, and they are very cozy and comfy. And I did keep on the white socks with this outfit, and then I added my Grand Pro Topspin Cole Haan sneakers, which are a very classic sneaker, and they just have such a Ralph Lauren look to me, and so I thought they were perfect. And I love the tan and white, which makes them even more classic, and this is something that you can wear year round. And if you've never tried these sneakers, they are the lightest weight, most comfortable sneakers I have ever owned. And this will make sense when I add the layers, which are coming next. Would you have ever thought that this oversized brown textured blazer would be a great layering piece over this, and then adding a silk scarf? I did not, and I absolutely love this look. It's very sporty and equestrian chic, which is what we are going for, and it just mixes in well with the sneakers and the burgundy. And then I would add this beautiful bag, which I've shared before, but I'm going to share it again. This is the Quince hand woven Italian leather satchel, and y'all, it is beautiful. It's been my favorite bag to carry, and it has the top handle here, and then you have an outside strap that is woven, which I'll show you what that does in a minute. But the interior is nice and roomy and beautiful, and it has a great magnetic clasp here, and I've been carrying this bag a ton. I love it. It's my favorite. It's my go-to. And so this strap, you can actually, it's customizable, so it's just kind of threaded through there. So I usually just keep these two like this, so I can put it on my shoulder if I need to. But you can also crossbody it by making it fully long, and then I like just leaving them the same on each side and letting them hang, and then I stick this on my arm. So that's how I carry it the most. And this is the larger size. They also have a smaller size, which I'm waiting to come back in stock so I can get it. And since this is a sporty equestrian chic outfit, you can't forget your tortoiseshell sunglasses, which these are at Quince. They have a lot of great sunglasses that are polarized, and so this is how I would finish my look. So this outfit is going to have more of a Western edge. And so this is the Mongolian cashmere funnel neck sweater, which is a nice higher neckline without being a turtleneck. So it's great. And it's nice and relaxed in its fit. And I thought the gray was a very good classic color that you could pair back with lots of different things. And so I have paired it with the coolest jeans. These are brand new on Quince's website, and it's the Bella Stretch Loose Straight. So you can see the leg is a little bit looser than the darker jeans I had on earlier, which was their regular straight. And then it has the very cool studs all the way down in silver. I have just absolutely loved these, and they are still in stock. I am surprised because usually new items like this sell out fast. So get these if you can. They are so fantastic, nice and stretchy, true to size, and they only come in one length right now. And so they were perfect with a pair of ankle boots, and I wanted to add burgundy back to this outfit just to have a little bit of different color. And so these burgundy, or they're called Merlot boots by Quince, are real leather, and they have a pointed toe and a nice block heel. And y'all, these are so comfortable and very, very well made. And I just love their shoes, and I've gotten several pairs already, and they're just amazing. And I highly recommend these if you want a really good burgundy boot that you can wear with lots of different things. And now I have a few more items to add. So for my Western edge look, I decided to add a hoop earring because I thought the pearl drop earring was not appropriate, but I think the hoop has a little bit of edge to it. And then I added this really cool leather blazer by Quince in this beautiful chocolate brown, and it has great pockets here. It's a fully lined and a very classic blazer style. And this has been one of my favorite leather jackets. And I did size up in all of my leather jackets from them so I can layer them over things. And I just think this is wonderful with all of these colors going on. It's very classic and easy, and it also goes back really well with the burgundy if you don't have a burgundy jacket. I actually liked it better than adding black. And oops, I almost forgot. I added the belt in front tucked to the sweater. So this belt is the same as the chocolate brown one I had on earlier. So a great black and brown leather belt are good to have to interchange with your outfits. And then I would add back this really cool double strap shoulder bag by Quince, and it is black. So it's very neutral. If you had chocolate brown, you could do that, but this is what I had, and I still thought it was really good. And this bag is Italian leather and really nice on the inside, being burgundy there. So just thought this was fun. Even a burgundy bag would be cool if you had one. I don't have one, and I need to get one. Not one from Quince anyway. And so I thought this was a really cool look and just really fun to wear. So this is the beginning of a more classic preppy look, and this is that same poplin button-up shirt that I had on earlier in white. This is just the size small, so I wanted to show it to you. One size up. It makes a big difference, and it looks really oversized. So that'll give you an idea, if you're thinking about it, maybe of which one you wanted to get. And I love this navy blue and white stripe. I think it's so classic. And then I have on these amazing flare jeans. So this is the Luna stretch flare with a mid-rise, and these are so comfortable, y'all. And this really beautiful dark blue wash that they just added is clean and easy to go with anything. So this is probably my number one favorite flare jean, is by Quince, and y'all, these are $50. You just can't beat it. And then I just put on a very dark chocolate brown ankle boot. This is my Sam Edelman Sage booty, and I just wanted something very classic. You could add maybe a cowboy style or something to this if you wanted to, but I just thought these were really good. And this is a style that will live in your closet for a very, very long time. And they have been wonderful with lots of my outfits. And with the flare jeans, you probably want to wear a heel just to get them off the ground and make them look a little bit better. And so now let's look at the couple pieces that I'm going to add to this. So I wanted to keep this outfit really simple and classic. So I just added this really cool Mongolian cashmere cardigan over it that has this drapey collar. It does have pockets here as well. So this one I think is great over the blue and white stripe. And then I just let the cuff hang out a bit and brought the collar out. I also have the chain necklace on and the pearl earrings. And I just thought this little cardigan was an easy layer that you could wear. And I like it opened like this. And I just added the belt to my jeans, which I did the chocolate brown kind of Western inspired belt that I had on earlier because I have on the chocolate brown boots. But you could also close this off and belt it on the outside if you wanted to. And you could also add another layer and put a turtleneck underneath this, and that would be even more, and it'll keep you warmer. So the more layers, the better, it seems like, with Ralph Lauren style. But I would also add back the same saddle bag that I had on that I showed you earlier because I love the blue with the blue. And I just wanted to kind of stick with blue and brown and white on this one, keep it really simple and preppy and easy to wear. Now for the beginning of a very classic, casual, everyday look. And this half zip sweater is their Australian merino wool. So it's so soft and warm and cozy. And I love the little bit of the oversized fit that it has. And the collar stands up a bit. So it just makes it really fun to wear. And I layered a turtleneck underneath it because that is a big look with Ralph Lauren. And this is the Quince just ribbed cotton turtleneck. And it's super easy and comes in a couple of colors. So I'll link it if it's available. If not, I'll link another one. And a soft turtleneck is always great for a layer. And I put it on with the Bella Stretch wide leg jeans, which these have a high rise and then this wonderful wide leg. And I did choose the 30-inch inseam on this one so I could wear it with flats. And this grayed out wash is so popular right now and looks so good with all the ivories and browns and navy blues. So I thought this was a really nice pairing together for a very casual, easy look. And then I put on some loafers, but I do have the white socks on that I love with these. And these are their black bow penny loafers that are so adorable, y'all. These are real leather too, and I thought it was a nice spin on a penny loafer because they have the bow and it makes them a little bit more feminine. So these have been great, and they come in 2 other colors, so I highly recommend them and think they are so fun. And I will layer this up so you can get the final look. So I just added 2 things. One, this cocoon wrap coat, which I love the high collar on this, and I thought it was a great pairing with the sweater. And you can button this up and the buttons disappear, and it just looks so classic and beautiful. You can also fold the collar down and make it a little bit more casual. And I think this is one of their best selling coats, and I have really enjoyed this. I got it last year, and they've added even more colors this year, and it is 100% Italian wool and just fantastic, and is a great layering piece for this outfit. And then I would add back the same ivory satchel that I had earlier to bring back the ivory from the sweater. And I think this is a great, just casual but elevated everyday outfit. So I hope you enjoyed all of my Ralph Lauren looks from Quince. So thank you for watching, and I'll talk to you next time.